So, have you ever found yourself, wanting to try a new sport? Or maybe you're just looking for a running buddy, or even just like a group that fits your interests and your totally crazy schedule. I know I have. It often feels like, well, it's like a treasure hunt, isn't it? Just endless searching.
It absolutely can feel that way. And that whole quest for connection, that's really why we're diving into LINMO today. It's this platform, this solution that promises to make finding sports, wellness activities, stuff near you, well, effortless. So our mission today is basically to unpack how LINMO is trying to solve these, real-world problems. We'll look at what it offers people wanting to get active, but also the fitness pros running the clubs and classes. And the business side, too, the approach behind it. We've got quite a bit to go on company profiles, news articles, even actual event listings.
Okay, let's zoom in on that first bit, that struggle, because I've definitely felt that wall, trying to find workout partners, or maybe a sport my friends just aren't into, and trying to make new buddies at the gym. It can feel a bit, well, awkward sometimes. But you mentioned our sources highlight something bigger.
Yeah, they do. There's this trend, apparently. Loneliness is rising fast in Europe. That's a quote from one source. And they also point out how mainstream social networks, the big ones, they're increasingly feeling broken as a human connection tool.
Wow, broken. That's pretty stark, isn't it?
It is, and it connects directly to the wellness space, which is just so fragmented. Finding the right activity or even just finding a local coach. The sources say it feels clunky, outdated, and fragmented. And it's not just annoying for users. For the sports clubs, the community managers, it's a real headache. Think about it. They're often stuck using things like WhatsApp groups and Instagram DMs to organize everything.
Oh, yeah, I could see how that would get messy.
Totally. It leads to this massive lack of structure and organization. Important details just get lost in endless message threads. RSVPs, cancellations, updates, nightmare. And it makes it really difficult to scale when the group gets bigger. Plus, it limits real engagement and community building because there's no, shared history or proper tools. And then maybe worst of all, poor discoverability for new members. How does someone new even find out about these things easily? It's tough.
Right. That fragmentation sounds like a nightmare for everyone, really. So LINMO steps in here. How exactly do they pitch themselves as the fix for all this chaos?
Well, they call themselves the all-in-one platform uniting the sports and wellness community. It's available as both a mobile app and on the web. The company itself, Liveliness Sports SL, is based in Spain, started officially Jan 2023, incorporated August 2023. But the real sort of clever part is its two-sided approach. It helps both individuals and the professionals.
Okay, so how does that work? For users first.
For users, it's all about enabling a healthier, more social way of living. That's their phrase. So you can, effortlessly explore all the sports and wellness offerings around you. Browse coaches, clubs, events nearby, join groups, build a bit of community, and maybe try new sports in a welcoming environment.
No.
Apparently, the founder, Marco Savino, his initial idea came from wanting hiking buddies. His core vision was just that people can create plans together. Simple, right? Post, I'm going running at the beach, and others can sign up.
Ah, okay. And for the coaches and clubs, what's in it for them?
For them, LINMO provides a full suite of tools. Things like creating and managing events or classes easily, promoting what they offer to a local audience right there on the platform. They can even collect payments directly through LINMO, and crucially, tools to build and engage a loyal community. So it basically takes care of those operational headaches we talked about.
Right, freeing them up to actually coach or run the class.
Exactly. They can focus more on the fitness experience, less on the admin grind.
Okay, concept sounds solid. Very helpful. But let's make it real. What kind of activities are actually on LINMO? Where are they happening? Give us a feel for it.
Yeah, good point. Let's look at some current or upcoming stuff since today's June 19th, 2025. The variety's actually pretty cool. You've got things like a social run, which sounds nice and casual. Then barefoot and Pilates by the sea, sounds lovely. Strength circuit, rocket yoga, HIIT, that's high-intensity interval training for anyone wondering. There's a masterclass to yoga meditationally, journaling, morning kickboxing, even an outdoor beginner calisthenics class.
Wow, okay. Quite a mix. Any really unusual ones?
Yeah, there's some fun ones like sunrise yoga plus ginger shot.
Ah, nice touch.
Right? And even kickboxing, glutes, and pool picnic.
A pool picnic after kickboxing.
Exactly. And these aren't just stuck in gyms. The listings show events in Barcelona parks like Parc de la Barceloneta, Chuta de la Park, on beaches like Playa de San Sebastian, Espigó de Bogatel. And they have online options too for convenience. Rocket yoga online, handstand online.
That's great. What about cost? Is it all expensive classes?
No, that's another interesting bit. Lots of events are actually listed as free. like that social run or the long run 912 runners. Others start pretty low, like from EUR 4.00 for a weekly outdoor workout thing. And then you have things like the masterclass, which might be from EUR 20.00. So it seems pretty accessible, catering to different budgets.
Yeah, that range makes a big difference.
Definitely. It all feeds into their main goal, helping you meet new people, join in group sports activities, and train with professionals.
Okay, that paints a really vivid picture.
Mhm.
So shifting gears a bit, the business side. How does LIMO actually make money? How do they plan to keep this going and grow?
Right, sustainability, always key. They have a few different revenue streams, according to our sources. They take a 5% booking commission on paid events booked through the platform.
Okay, standard enough?
Yep. Then they offer premium club plans for the managers and coaches. That costs $14.99 a month, gives them more features, presumably. And there's also something for users, optional user subscriptions at €5 a month. These apparently waive booking fees and give users some extra tools as well.
Interesting. So multiple income streams.
Exactly. It's a diversified model, which is generally pretty smart. Looking at their background, the platform involved 2 years of work to develop. The team is small, just 6 members. They did an angel round back in August 2023, raised $50, and right now they're in an open pre-seed round looking for more funding.
And where is that money going? Do we know?
Yeah, they've broken it down. About 30% for product development, 20% each for marketing, sales, and salary talent acquisition. And the rest covers stuff like infrastructure, technology, market research, and scaling operations.
Makes sense. Where are they focusing their efforts right now, market-wise?
Their main push currently is expanding in Spain and the UK. Though, interestingly, Western Europe already makes up 90% of their customer base, so they have a foothold.
Got it. So let's talk about the person behind it all. You mentioned the founder, Marco Savino. What's his story? How did this all start?
Yeah, Marco Savino. His background is actually in filmmaking, Brazilian filmmaker. Apparently 18 years doing video production, worked with big names like Monster Energy, Red Bull, on documentaries and TV stuff.
Oh, interesting pivot into tech and wellness.
Isn't it? He officially became CEO of LINMO in January 2022. That was even before the company, Liveliness Sports SL, was formally set up in 2023, so he was driving it early on. The app itself was soft-launched almost a year before a TechCrunch article mentioned them in Feb 2024, and they did a major update in summer 2023.
And how's it doing? Any sense of traction?
As of early 2024, they reported over 5,000 total users, with thousands of users engaging weekly. And this growth was organic, mostly in Spain. The users are apparently quite diverse in age, young to middle-aged, and running seems to be the most popular interest on the platform right now.
Okay, so steady organic growth. What drives the product itself, like core values?
Yeah, they highlight 3 core values. Motivation, trying to inspire people through shared goals. Wellness, supporting both body and mind, that holistic view. And connects, which is all about building those real-world communities. Really all boils down to their mission, which they state as making people stay active and connect in real life.
Right. It really does feel like it's more than just a booking app then. It's trying to be this smarter bridge, a structured way to find those real-world connections through things you're passionate about. It definitely feels like a solid answer to a pretty common modern problem, doesn't it? Finding your fitness tribe.
It really does. And if you step back and look at the bigger picture, the significance of these niche social networks like LINMO in our super digital world, it's quite compelling. I mean, the internet connects us globally, which is great in many ways, but platforms like LINMO are quietly doing something else, building these vibrant local communities around actual shared human experiences, not just clicks and likes.
Yeah, it's a different kind of connection.
Exactly. It feels like a refreshing alternative to all the sound and fury of the huge mainstream platforms. They're actively trying to get people off their screens in a way.
That leads to a really interesting thought to leave people with, actually.
What's that?
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
If finding your people, your community, is genuinely getting harder in the huge, noisy online world, then how much more valuable are platforms going to become that deliberately pull us away from the screens? Platforms that push us into shared physical experiences, ones that actually build real connection and, boost our well-being.
That's a great question, something to definitely mull over. How valuable is real connection in a digital age?
Step up your game, join the unicorns club. Making it rain, nothing ever enough. Invest in the future, watch it all blow up. Unicorns club, we taking it up.